Hi, I'm Pat.
And I'm Michael.
I'm Carol Perry.
Hi, I'm Rui.
And I'm Lena.
I'm Teresa Maria Gonzalez.
I'm John Gruen.
We're the Griffins. This is my wife, Mary Lynn, and I'm David.
I'm Tootie Steingard.
And I'm Phil Steingard.
My name is Janice Priest.
My name is Alison Priest, and I live in Beaton, Ontario. And I moved up to Alliston, Ontario.
We moved up to Alliston from Brampton.
We have moved to Alliston. We were in Brampton and Mississauga.
I live up in Muskoka.
We moved from Barrie, Ontario to Alliston, Ontario about 7 years ago.
When I was buying my first home, it was really important to me to have a realtor that I could really trust. When you're a first-time home buyer, it's so scary. So it's so important to have someone that you can really trust. And that's what I felt with Laurie. I definitely felt like I had a partner out there from, going to see a bunch of houses through to finally making an offer on the house of my dreams.
Anyone I was going to sell my home with, it was going to be Laurie, because she's so personable. She's there when you need her, you text her, and she's right on it.
Well, I've known Laurie and her family for a long time. We moved here from Brampton, and she babysat my children. So if I trust her with my children, I was going to trust her with my house.
Yes, the house in Everett I had to sell, and we had to sell it quick. She made a very tough situation very enjoyable and very manageable. It was not easy. It's the very first house I ever had.
We decided for years we wanted to move to Alliston, and the hard part is because we wanted a place for a home and business, and that made it twice as hard, because if you found a home you like, it didn't necessarily work for business. I needed a location that people would find me, but we also wanted a place that we would live in. It was hard. I got to keep the boss happy and me happy, and it was a tough thing to do.
I had 3 very hard, difficult properties. She managed to sell it in a very, very favorable way.
We never seemed rushed in looking at houses. Didn't matter how many houses we looked at, and I know we looked at a lot of houses.
She was patient with me, which was really important. We saw a lot of houses before we really found my dream house. Laurie was great at communicating with me the way I wanted to be communicated with. We were texting all the time. She was always showing me houses that were coming up.
I'd text her 100 times. She would never complain. She'd always reply. She was always there. It was nice to have that kind of...
I just found that she was very cooperative in my time when they could show the house. I told her that I worked till a certain time, and they always gave me a certain time limit so I could get in, get the dogs out, and everybody was very respectful of our time.
And I found that the process of listing and just getting to the point where it was on the market, Scott shows up at 7 o'clock on a Friday night, bangs the sign in. It was pretty straightforward. There wasn't any major concerns with the listing agreement. We went ahead and got the sign on the front property. And the next thing you know, we got an open house on the go. We've got flyers that are made to really showcase the house really nicely. You only sell a house a few times in a lifetime. And at the end of the day, we found that, the brochure came in the house and it was professionally printed. It was extraordinary. It really showcased our home, kind of blew us away. And then you see the next day, a drone's flown over top and has completely captured the home, front, sides, top, bottom. It's just really an incredible experience. And you put the whole package together. The marketing of the house was just really top drawer.
The thing we liked most about dealing with Laurie was the fact that she's really rooted in the community. She offers a lot of sponsorships, she does community work, she does fundraising, and always makes you feel welcome as part of that.
The Mortimer team is such a part of this community, and for me that's great to see. I run into them at all kinds of different community events, and as a past client, they invite me to lots of fun outings, and it's just nice to feel like you're part of something.
We really appreciate the family because they invite us to lots of their events and make us feel welcome. They're very friendly and loving people, and we're very glad to know them.
They've invited us to a lot of their social events at their home. They've welcomed us into their own home and met a lot of other people that we wouldn't normally have met on a regular basis, and they just make you feel very comforted. They
Part of the family.
Yeah.
The most wonderful part is I do get the invites to the events. Skating, I got to take my daughter out to the skating this year and felt so welcomed. The girls tried to skate with us, and it was a lot of fun. Yes, I'm getting more and more and more invites and getting to know the family, and they are a wonderful team, a wonderful group to be around.
And the Cinco de Mayo, don't forget.
She's always doing something to show appreciation to her clients and her community, and keeps us up to date on events in the community.
Oh, Easter egg hunt's my favorite, yeah.
They were the best. The whole family was in there. A lot of fun for the kids. They really enjoyed it.
I would recommend the Mortimer team for a few reasons. First of all, they're local and they know the local community very well. They seem to be a growing business, and as a result of that, their sprawl or their spread is going as far as Toronto, and I think that their market knowledge is extraordinary.
Like, no hesitation. It was unbelievable experience, actually. I refer to everybody. If I'm recommending someone to my family, it's because I trust them.
I would highly recommend the whole group. They're wonderful people.
They're awesome.
I would choose Laurie because in my experience, she really goes the extra yard for her client.
Anybody who is thinking of selling and or buying a home, I highly recommend Laurie and her team. They're very personable, very respected, and they do an amazing job.
No, highly recommended. They're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. Some people that I can honestly trust, and they've been there for me. They're number one in my book.